Hey, what's up everybody, Retro Gaming Guy here. So a lot of people have been hitting me up over the last few weeks asking me why I'm not covering DKOLDIES anymore. Why am I not talking about the DKOLDIES saga here on the Retro Gaming Guy YouTube channel? So I wanted to touch on this because not only am I not talking about them, but nobody seems to be talking about DKOLDIES anymore. None of the large YouTube channels are covering this topic at all anymore. So I can only speak from my personal perspective here, but this is why I believe that is happening. So my goal when I started doing these videos to expose them was to just bring awareness. It was not to put them out on the street. I didn't believe that that was going to happen. I didn't want that to happen. Now, I'm sure there's some people out there that wanted to see them go out of business, but my goal was for them to change their ways. They were doing some shady business practices that needed to stop. They were taking advantage of their own customers, and I don't think that's a good thing to do as a business. It's not good for the customer. It's not good for the retro gaming community as a whole. It just makes for an awful situation all around. So they were misadvertising or falsely advertising consoles as refurbished that in fact had never even been opened. I can't say that's the case across the board, but in my experience and in countless others' experience, they received consoles that when opened up, they were absolutely filthy. So if they were never opened up, or if they were opened up and all the dirt was left in there, they couldn't possibly have been refurbished. This was a major issue. This is why I did videos exposing them. I wanted them to stop doing what they were doing and to better their business. And not because I give a damn about them, in all honesty, but I care about the customers. I care about the retro gaming community. We don't need a business out there doing that on the scale that they were doing it. So in the end, if we fast forward months and months from when I had my first order with them to my last, they did make some major changes. And I won't say that they're the best refurbishing option out there, because they are not. But they have at least changed their ways, and they're now opening consoles and cleaning them, and in my opinion doing the bare minimum to be classified as refurbished. So that doesn't mean I'm a fan. I'm not a fan. I would not recommend anybody to order from them if asked. Where would I recommend somebody going for retro consoles, accessories, games, etc.? It wouldn't be them. They would be the last one on my list, because yes, they have changed their ways a little bit. They have made, strides in the right direction, but it shouldn't have taken all of this for them to do that. They shouldn't have been trying to mislead their own customers to start. They shouldn't have been trying to do any of that stuff. It shouldn't have taken a class action lawsuit. It shouldn't have taken countless YouTubers and individuals uploading videos on YouTube to call them out on their bullshit. It shouldn't have taken any of that stuff. So yes, they're bettering themselves now, which is great. It's great for the retro gaming community. It's great for the customers. It's great for them. However, it still leaves a bad taste in my mouth towards them. So for those reasons, I would never recommend them. But they did what we wanted them to do. So what more is there to talk about? If they were to go back to their old ways, then I could see doing a video. If there's some groundbreaking update on the class action lawsuit, then I'll certainly cover that, because that's newsworthy and it's worth getting that information out. But as of right now, there's just nothing to really talk about any further. I think we've all touched on everything that we possibly can with the DKOLDIES saga. Unless any new developments come out, you either at this point know what they've done in the past and you're okay with it, or you know what they've done in the past and you are going to avoid them at all costs. And I think I can't say that's what everybody's doing. I just can't. That's what I'm doing, though. I've had 2 experiences with them, and the last one wasn't terrible. The consoles that I got, and I say consoles because they sent me the wrong one initially. They sent me a cosmetically flawed GameCube when I purchased a good condition GameCube. And it ended up being cosmetically flawed. I reached out to their customer support. Customer support admitted fault, and it did the exchange for me. In the process, though, I had 2 consoles in my possession, opened them both up, and internally, they were both in great refurbished condition. So I got accused of flip-flopping on my opinion on them because it wasn't detailed as a negative experience in regards to the refurbishing process. And the reason for that is because I'm trying to do honest reviews here. Even though I don't like them, I don't like their company, I don't like what they've done in the past, if they send me a console that's in good condition, I'm going to say it's in good condition. I'm not going to lie to make it a dramatic video, solely for video content. I'm going to do an honest review. I'm aware that had those GameCubes come in terrible condition, it probably would have been a better result for me, with a video. But that's not what I'm all about. I'm about doing honest reviews. So if it was a good experience, and in terms of the refurbishing portion of that, it was, I have to detail it as it is. So I know that upset some people because they wanted that negative, reaction or that negative spin on things, but you have to be honest. Otherwise, you lose credibility for everything you've done in the past. So that's my take on why we're not talking about them anymore. I think that, obviously as the class action lawsuit advances onward, there'll be some news that breaks and I'll cover that. But in the meantime, while there's no news coming out, there's nothing further to talk about. But I will say, with the class action lawsuit, given the fact that they are changing their ways now, I think that that's going to kind of cause problems for the class action lawsuit moving forward. I don't think a whole lot is going to come of the class action lawsuit. I'm not saying that I agree with that. I think that the people that were scammed or misled in the past should be entitled to being compensated for, their bad experience. However, I just don't see it happening. I think that they're going to change their ways, and that's going to probably be the best that we get out of this situation. I don't see it really advancing forward, in a great way for those past customers. Just my opinion, though. Hopefully I'm wrong, but that's just the way that I see it. So let me know what you think about the class action lawsuit in the comments. Let me know what you think about the content, kind of going away on DKOLDIES, at least from, those of us that have exposed them in the past. Let me know what you guys think. That's going to do it for today, though. If you enjoyed the video, thumbs up on the video. It's a huge help to me here on YouTube. And of course, hit the subscribe button to stay in the loop for all future videos here on the Retro Gaming Guy YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video.